Welcome back to Tales by Hasiba. Have you ever noticed how some people seem calm, even when life feels uncertain? While others spend sleepless nights worrying about tomorrow, they move through challenges with surprising peace. They don't seem careless. They don't ignore problems. Yet somehow, worry doesn't control them. What is their secret? Today, I want to share a powerful idea that completely changed the way I think about worry, anxiety, and uncertainty. Because what if I told you that worry is not actually helping you prepare for the future? What if the thing you've been using to feel safe is the very thing stealing your peace? Take a moment and think about something you've been worrying about recently. Maybe it's your career. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's a relationship. Or perhaps it's a future event that hasn't even happened yet. Notice something interesting. That problem isn't happening right now. Yet your heart feels heavy. Your mind feels busy. Your body feels tense. Why? Because worry has a strange way of pulling us out of the present moment and trapping us inside imaginary futures. The future hasn't arrived, but your mind is already living there. And your body reacts as if those imagined problems are real. Imagine watching a scary movie. Even though you know it isn't real, your heart beats faster. Your muscles tighten. Your body responds to the story. Worry works in exactly the same way. The stories happen inside your head, but your nervous system treats them like reality. This is why worrying feels so exhausting. You are experiencing stress from events that haven't happened yet, and many of them never will. The philosopher Michel de Montaigne understood something remarkable centuries ago. He observed that much of human suffering comes not from reality itself, but from the stories we create about reality. We suffer twice. Once in imagination, and then again if the problem actually arrives. But what if there was another way to live? What if you could face uncertainty without constantly rehearsing disaster? Let's explore that together. As I reflected on this idea, I realized that not all worry is the same. Some worries are useful. Others quietly drain our energy. In fact, there are three kinds of worry that shape most people's lives. The first is practical worry. This type serves a purpose. Perhaps you forgot an important deadline. Maybe you need to prepare for an interview. Your mind is simply reminding you to take action. This kind of worry is helpful because it points towards something you can actually do. The moment you take action, the worry often disappears. But the second type is very different. This is rehearsal worry. You imagine every possible mistake, every possible rejection, every possible failure. You replay the same scenario again and again, believing you are preparing yourself. But are you really preparing? Or are you simply practicing fear? Think about how many times you've worried about something that never happened. Hours of mental preparation, hours of emotional stress for a problem that never existed. And then there is the deepest form of worry, identity worry. This is not about a single situation. It's about the stories you tell yourself. Maybe you believe, things never work out for me. I always fail. Life is dangerous. I can't trust good things to last. When these beliefs hide beneath the surface, they quietly create endless worry, not because danger is present, but because your mind expects it. And here's the life-changing realization. Most people spend their lives trapped in rehearsal worry and identity worry. They are fighting battles that exist only in imagination. They are carrying burdens they do not need to carry. The moment you recognize this pattern, something begins to shift. You stop believing every fearful thought. You stop treating every worry as an emergency. And you begin asking a simple question. Is this something I can actually act on right now? If the answer is yes, take action. If the answer is no, let it go. Because worrying is not the same as solving. Thinking is not the same as acting. And fear is not the same as preparation. One of the greatest illusions of worry is that it gives us a sense of control. When we don't know what will happen, our minds rush to fill the uncertainty. We imagine outcomes. we rehearse conversations. We predict disasters. It feels productive. But often, nothing changes except our stress levels. The truth is that uncertainty is not the enemy. It is a natural part of life. No amount of worrying can remove it. No amount of overthinking can guarantee safety. But trust can. Trust in your ability to handle whatever comes. Trust that you will adapt. Trust that you are stronger than you think. The people who seem calm aren't calm because they know the future. They are calm because they no longer demand certainty from life. They accept that uncertainty is part of being human. And that acceptance gives them freedom. Imagine waking up tomorrow without carrying every possible future problem on your shoulders. Imagine focusing your energy on today instead of next month. Imagine trusting yourself enough to face challenges when they arrive, rather than suffering through them in advance. That is the freedom beyond worry. Not a life without problems, but a life where problems no longer control your peace before they even happen. So today, I want to leave you with one simple question. What worry are you carrying right now that belongs to an imaginary future instead of the present moment? And what would happen if you gently put that burden down? Perhaps the peace you've been searching for isn't waiting in a perfect future. Perhaps it has been available in this moment all along. Thank you for spending this time with me here on Tales by Hasiba. If this story touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments below. What kind of worry do you struggle with most? I'd love to hear your perspective. Until our next story, take care of yourself, trust the journey, and remember, the future will arrive when it arrives. But today is already here, and today deserves your attention.